Hey guys, Mr. B here. So in this video, I'm just going to be going over some information that's on the back of your periodic table. You're going to be using the back of your periodic table quite a lot from now until the end of the quarter. If you lost this periodic table, which is the one that I gave you, I did upload the file into the Chapter 9 folder as a PDF. So you can open it and just print it out at your house or something. But you're going to definitely want to use it. So you're going to learn about polyatomic ions in this chapter. On the back of your periodic table, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a chart that has all these different polyatomic ions on it. And there's a few of them that I would recommend memorizing just to save yourself some time. And you will be less confused when it comes to writing chemical formulas and naming things if you have some of these already memorized. So the ones that I would recommend that you memorize are ammonium, acetate, carbonate, chlorate, chromate, cyanide, dichromate, hydroxide, nitrate, permanganate, phosphate, and sulfate. Okay. Now, I do have flashcards created in Quizlet, and they will be in the Chapter 9 folder for you to use. So if you don't want to make your own flashcards or just look at this and memorize them, I have flashcards already made for you. You can use them, and it's a really quick way to obviously memorize these. So, but like I said, I would highly recommend that you memorize these. And when I say memorize, I mean you should know the chemical formula for it. You should know its charge. So, you know, if you hear the word phosphate, you should know, oh, that's PO4 and has a charge of 3-. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say you should memorize them. So, other than marking some of these ones you should know, I also wanted to show you a little bit of the naming system on how these polyatomic ions work. This is covered in the chapter, but I just wanted to make a little video talking about it too. So you'll notice a lot of them have this 8 ending. That is because they have oxygen in them. A lot of them have oxygen in them, which is why a lot of them end in 8. But some of them you'll notice end in ite. So there is a reason for that, and the naming system for these is actually pretty simple. So I'm going to go over here real quickly, like I said. Basically, the ones that have an 8 ending are kind of like the default ones, I like to think of them as. And you can add or remove oxygens from there, and then the name will change slightly. So for example, chlorate is ClO3. If we add an oxygen to it and make it ClO4, we add a per to the beginning of the name, and it becomes perchlorate. Okay, the charge you'll notice doesn't change. The charge remains -1 the whole time. So we can add oxygen to the chlorate version and get perchlorate, or we can remove oxygens from the chlorate version and make it chlorite. So ClO3, we can remove an oxygen, make it ClO2, and then that makes it chlorite. So we change that 8 ending to an ite ending. And we can remove another oxygen from that one, and then instead of being chlorite, it becomes hypochlorite, which is now ClO1-. Okay. So if you know how this naming system works, you'll see this kind of all over the place. So like here's another one to look at, which is nitrate, NO3-1, and nitrite, which is NO2-1. Right above that is another example. We have iodate, IO3-1, and then iodite, IO2-1. So if you know the one that has the 8 ending on it, you can pretty much know all of them, right? So here's one final prime example to kind of give you an idea of what I mean. So carbonate is CO3, 2-. Carbonite, which is not on this list, carbonite would be CO2, 2-. If we add an oxygen and made it CO4, 2-, it would be percarbonate. If we removed another oxygen from the carbonite, so instead of CO2, 2-, we had CO-, that'd be hypocarbonite. And again, carbonite, percarbonate, hypocarbonite, none of those ones are on this sheet, but I know what their chemical formulas are because I know the chemical formula for carbonate. And I know by adding or removing oxygens from it, it just changes the name slightly. So again, once you know how the naming system works with these things, and you have like the main 8 one memorized, you pretty much know all of them. And it saves you a lot of time and hassle when you're having to write a lot of chemical formulas. So anyway, that was it. Like I said, just wanted to give you a little bit of tips and tricks there. If you have any other questions, though, let me know. And this will be covered in the notes. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video.